Hey guys, what is up? It's Daniel here. I wanted to talk to you guys today about how to set a routine. So I find that a lot of people do have a problem with setting a routine, keeping up to date with it, and making it consistent. It's not an easy task to do that, to start one up out of nothing and continue to be consistent. It's one of the toughest things you can do. But if you could do it, it is so fulfilling, so rewarding to do. And the thing is, we are all made to be consistent creatures. We go off of habit, we go off of things that we love to do, and we always want to do them. So to create consistency in your schedule, or whether it be working out or just saying hi to your friends, whatever it might be, there's a few simple steps that I've created in my own life to be more consistent and really get to that place where consistency and that routine is everything. And so I wanted to bring these tips to you guys and just really help you guys out all around. So if you guys have any questions or comments or anything like that, leave it below and I will definitely respond back to you guys as much as I can. If not, making video ideas off of your questions. The first thing that you want to really do is identify what is essential to your goal and to your routine. Like, what are you really trying to do? Like, why are you trying to make a routine? So you want to figure that out first, your purpose. And so for this example, I want to make a routine to work out and lose weight. So if that's the essential idea, that's what I need to know first. From there, you want to create a schedule. Creating a schedule is very essential to the whole thing, to be honest. Once you create that schedule, whether it be in your notes or on a notepad, in your phone, you'll have that schedule to kind of tell you, okay, this is what I want to do at this time, I'm going to do this at that time. So for losing weight, for instance, you're going to want to eat breakfast at a certain time, lunch and dinner, high in protein maybe, cutting your calories back, and making sure you work out during a certain time of the day to keep that consistency, whether it's in the morning, right when you wake up, or right before you go to sleep, or somewhere midday. You want to have that consistent schedule that's created through that schedule. From there, you want to have a system that reminds you about your routine and about your schedule. Especially, I would say, for me personally, in the first 2 weeks of starting a new routine, for whatever it is, you want to create something that can remind you, whether that be an alarm or a buddy system with your friend reminding you what you got to do. Going back to the workout routine, if you want to create that, you want to have an alarm to tell you, okay, you're going to eat at 8 o'clock, then 11, then 1, then 3, then 5, then you see how it's going. It's a routine, schedule, alarm system that you're going to be working with. It doesn't have to be an alarm. It could just be notes. If you have notes that tell you, okay, I'm going to do this at this time, do this at that time, or I'm going to do it in this order, that's how you're going to stay up to date and up to your schedule. Another thing you want to really know, there's another tip, is you want to invest in yourself. So once you have these other steps down, you want to invest in yourself. What does that mean? You want to make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever this routine is, remember why you're doing it in the first place. Things get tough, life gets in the way, I get it. But this routine is something that you want to make yourself better. You want to get yourself to the next level. So how are you going to do that? You're going to follow this routine. So put yourself first. You need to put yourself first, and you need to invest in yourself. Investing in yourself is the only way that you're going to get to this place. So remember to keep yourself first, and don't forget about the most important person in the room. It's you. The next tip that I have is be consistent. Be consistent with what you're doing. It's tough. It's tough. Consistency is tough. You can be consistent at being lazy too. And that's really what we're fighting against here the whole time, is fighting that laziness that's going to creep up on you and try to take away from what you're doing and what your goals are and what your routine really is. So once you can get that out of the way, that's when you're really going to show this success with this routine. So really be consistent with yourself, continue to drive forward, and day by day, just keep brushing. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you is that you want to make sure that you look at this day by day. Sometimes this routine that you have isn't going to be something that's going to be very easy for you to get through. It's going to be a tough goal. This routine is just part of a larger picture maybe. So whether it be working out or whether it be even writing a book or whatever you want to do for this routine, there's a larger goal at hand. So what's the best way to get to this larger goal? Best advice I could give you: one day at a time. That's it. Just look at everything one day at a time. If you can do that, I'm telling you, you can do so much. It's very simple. It's very simple advice. I'm telling you, it will change everything. Because if you could just think about that, you can get through anything. Whether it's writing a book or working out or getting through an injury. I mean, this applies to all, but with creating this new routine, that's one of the key points you want to remember. Next tip I'm going to give you is to stay prepared. Stay prepared with what you're doing, whether it's the night before or the week before. You want to make sure that you have that routine set. So that routine, you're going to have your prep done. You have to get your food ready the night before. You have to get your list done. If your routine is to make sure that you're on time, well, make sure you know what time you need to wake up to get ready to get there on time. That's what you need to do. You need to prep. The last tip that I give you guys is to have a contingency plan. Okay, that is something that really gets looked upon, like it gets blown over a lot of the time, in my opinion. You don't really think about it until something happens, but having that contingency plan is really important. I'll give you an example. When I tore my Achilles tendon, it was like one of the worst injuries you can get in basketball or in any sport. And me being somebody who's pretty active, it was the worst. I was on a routine, and if I didn't have my contingency plan ready, then I would not be able to get through it. I would have quit all of my entire routine, all of my goals, and I would have just focused on my leg to heal. So contingency plan really just means when things go bad, you know how you can continue to do your goal. You know how you can continue to keep your routine in check. So whether that means delaying your routine for a few weeks or a few days and getting back to it, or just modifying your plan and modifying your routine. Figure out what you're going to do in those scenarios before it happens. When it happens, then you're ready. You know that, okay, sounds good. So in a week, when I'm better, or whatever situations, when I'm done traveling, I can go right back into my routine and I'm ready to go. And you're going to use all the steps beforehand to make sure that you're kind of getting yourself there. So remember to identify what is essential, create a schedule, remind yourself or have a system to remind yourself, invest in yourself, be consistent, and make sure to prepare. And lastly, have a contingency plan when all hell breaks loose. Once you have those all down, you will have your routine set. You'll have nothing to worry about. So if you follow these steps, guys, you guys will be solid to get yourself to your new routine. Thanks so much for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope this helped you out and gave you some value. And please let me know if you guys have any questions. You can reach me on the comments, or you can hit me up on Instagram too. Take care, guys.